Bertram is a character from Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. He appears in the 5th season episode Toby's Discovery, and never appeared again. I bet you didn't know that Bertram was originally going to be a tank engine. Okay, maybe you did, but that's what I'm going to talk about today. As I just said, Bertram's first and only appearance was the Season 5 episode Toby's Discovery. The only thing we learn about him in that episode is that he's brave and he's friends with Toby. And that's it. He works at an old mine, which many people believe, including me, was once part of the Mid-Sodal Railway. Also, as I just said, Bertram was originally going to be a tank engine, but the crew couldn't afford to build the model, so they just repainted Duke and gave him Smudge's face. And because Bertram is a character in the show, he obviously got quite a bit of merchandise. And what's interesting about his early 2000s wooden railway model, it depicts him in his original tank engine form. On the topic of Bertram merchandise, what's kinda strange about his ALLCROFT model, it spells his name with a U instead of an A. What's up with that? And Bertram doesn't even have any nameplates. But back to his wooden model. I kinda think it resembles a Bagnall narrow gauge saddle tank. However, I don't think this is what Bertram was originally going to be. I think it might have been something else. And we've got this recent leak to back it up. For a long time, I personally thought that a quarry Hunslet would work for a tank engine Bertram because they primarily worked in mines. But that theory has recently been proven wrong thanks to the leaks of the behind-the-scenes footage, the deleted footage, the blooper reels, the maps, and the concept arts of the 5th series. And amongst that concept art was concept art for Bertram's old mine. And if we look closely, we can see a tank engine on narrow gauge track. And who else would it be but Bertram? And this is the source we need to find out what Bertram's original basis was. And as we can see, it's a well tank engine, so it's definitely not a quarry Hunslet or a Bagnall because they're saddle tanks. Let me know in the comments what you think this Bertram resembles the most, but for me personally, I think it resembles the Penryn Quarry Railway's glider. This might not be what Bertram was originally going to be, but in my opinion, this is what that drawing resembles the most. Let me know in the comments what you think he originally was intended to be. So yeah, those are my thoughts on what Bertram could have originally been. And if the crew could have afforded to make the original tank engine model, Bertram could have had mega potential. Maybe a full fleshed out character than rather just a minor character with a grand total of 20 seconds of screen time. But his era probably would have messed him up like they did with Skarloey and Ranius. But one question still remains. If we're going to make a 009 gauge model of Bertram, should we be using a Pico Small England or a 3D print of Glider? Other than that, that's all I have to say. Please subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.